If you aren't completely yourself, who can truly know you? Alright, now I know this is more of a deep question, but I bet it's one a lot of people, including myself, are dealing with. This sort of ties in with my last video about purpose, battling purpose in your 20s, but it also sort of brings in a sense of identity this time. Now, there's a lot of various reasons that you may be struggling with this, with a sense of identity almost. And those could be consuming too much content, fitting into the mold, comparing yourself to others. The list goes on. There's so many, and we're gonna touch up on this video. And if this helps even one person, and if that person is even just myself, then I am satisfied. The main thing, you guys, is be yourself. Be yourself. I can't stress that enough. And in a world where there's so many dupes and copies of each other and just remakes, you see Mr. Beast do it, you do it, and so on, but just everywhere in the world, be yourself. I was listening to the song by Audioslave this morning in the shower. They made the song Like a Stone. In your house, a long to be. That song, I hope you know it. But they have a song called Be Yourself, and a lyric in it is, to be yourself is all that you can do. So shout out to Audioslave, because they really kind of inspire me right now, or at least this morning in the shower. Anyways, before I get more into how you can be yourself, how you can know yourself and truly know you, there's a verse I want to mention in the Bible as a Christian man. And you don't even have to be Christian for this to connect to you. But it's in James 1:5. If you don't know what you're doing, pray to the Father. He loves to help. You'll get His help and won't be condescended to when you ask for it. Ask boldly, believing you're completely accepted, not a second-class citizen. This ties into this video. If you don't know what you're doing, pray to the Father. He loves to help. If you aren't completely yourself, who can truly know you? You can't do it all on your own. You're going to need some guidance. Trusted individuals, trusted friends, family, God. You're going to need some help, because this is a long journey. It almost sort of depends how deep you are down a lost sense of identity. Now, let's revert it back into the main question, you guys. If you aren't completely yourself, who can truly know you? Oh my gosh, bro, I'm getting passionate just thinking about. Before I get into how you can start being yourself and taking ownership over your life, there are so many downsides, you guys, to not acting out of your own heart and fruition. So now you might listen to a music that your friends, family like, but you don't like. Same goes with shows and movies that they consume. Or you consume this kind of content and you might think, they do it, I can do it. You might just only consume content and not actually try things. And this all leads down to not acting out of your own heart and doing what you think that person will like, this person will like, and just sort of a fear of judgment from others. And before you know it, you're afraid to go act out of your own heart. And suddenly it all adds up. And then in order to become, you have to unbecome everything and then start becoming. I really hope that made sense. In order to become yourself, you'll have to spend time unbecoming everything you aren't in order to become something. Become who you are again. Become again. So now that we got that settled, let's get right into a few main pillars of how I believe it can help you be you and know you. If it interests or excites you, go for it. Try it. Why not? A lot of people these days are afraid of that judgment. Especially, you know, with such hobbies. You're afraid to be bad. But in order to be bad, in order to be good, you have to be bad first. Unless you're like one of one, you know, freaking pull up, hit a 3 jumper from anywhere, and then, man, you're just good. No. In order to be good, you have to be bad. Or anime. You might like anime, but you're afraid to get judged. This all adds up. If it interests or excites you, go for it. Try it. You'll find what you like, what you don't like. From there, you'll find your core group. You'll find your people. You'll find your clique. And things will start aligning for you. I hope that made sense. Next, don't be afraid to upset people. This one's, oh my gosh, this one is important, you guys. This one is important. Don't be afraid to upset people, especially people close to you, including friends, close friends, family. You have to be able to accept not everyone will like you. Being a people pleaser myself, being a former people pleaser, or a recovering people pleaser, whatever you want to call it, this is rough. Because I used to just, let's say I had I'm a grocery bag. I used to just take a little bit of everyone and just kind of LARP this. I'm that. That's my new personality. And so now I have to unbecome years of identity to find myself. So please don't be afraid to upset people on the road to at least becoming yourself. And that's not an excuse to just be a bad person. I'm saying on the road to becoming yourself, to finding what you like, to who you are, you're going to have to upset people, especially people close to you. And then eventually, if you don't, it'll all get too heavy. Your shoulders are heavy. Your grocery bag is heavy. And you'll almost be forced to. Anyways, the final point I have to make, I don't want to speak too long. Don't take yourself too serious. You might be asking, Ethan, how does this apply to if you aren't completely yourself, who can truly know you? Don't take yourself too serious. On the road to becoming yourself and finding your identity, man, I feel like I'm freaking spamming that right now. I'm broken record to the max. On that road, once you start to find what you like, your clique, your group, your hobbies, your interest, you're going to feel freedom almost. That you're going to feel that weight off your shoulders, relief. Don't let yourself get an ego. Instead, use that. Inspire others. And any jokes, any, malicious intent, because you're going to have that once you start to get closer to who you are. Just don't take it serious. No one doing better than you will hate on you. The millionaire isn't going to make fun of the guy who just started his business. The gym musclehead, big buff guy isn't going to make fun of the guy who really wants to work out and this is his first day there. So don't take yourself too serious. Don't take criticism too serious. Just focus on finding yourself, being who you are. I hope this video resonated with someone, because if you aren't completely yourself, no one can truly know you. That's why you have to know you. Personally, that's why myself, being rooted in faith, Christianity, that helps me, because when I don't know myself, I know who I can turn to. See, this kind of content is new to me. It's scary, but I'm trying it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So don't be afraid, you guys. On that note, love y'all. Thank you for watching. Peace out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.